Hi, I'm Jay Polding, and I'll be your instructor for Revit Architecture 2012 Intermediate. Let's spend a few minutes discussing your expectations, your client's expectations, and let's do a little bit of course preparation. Starting with your expectations. You just want to move beyond the conceptual, so you've already learned the basics of Revit, and perhaps you're working with Revit. But now you want to get into these more detailed industry best practices. Things like phasing, work sharing, just those things that are listed there, more complex modeling, families, curtain walls, setting up standards in a template. We are going to work on one project from start to finish. We're going to start from blank and work right to a finished project. So let's see what that end is. Okay, so here we are in Revit, and I have some 3D views here on the cover sheet. We have a sheet list, and you can see here that this is a similar project to what we did in the Essentials. It's small, but it's very, very detailed. So things like a custom fascia on this side, a glass corner with no mullion on the curtain system, brick reveals, concrete sills, custom railings, custom stairs. So these are all things that we're going to look at more in depth. Wall finishes, decals, 3D text. We're going to spend quite a bit of time on our 3D views and tweaking them and how to make them look good and how to get some materials on there and how to adjust the brightness and the ambient shadows. We also will look at a site plan, how to properly set up a site plan. It's something that not a lot of people know actually in Revit. So how do you use linked Revit files? How do you use a C-level? How do you use an AutoCAD site plan that you get from a surveyor? Phasing is also going to be featured prominently in this course. So we're going to have an existing plan, a demo plan. We've got a proposed plan as well. We're going to be looking at doing a section, a little bit of review here, but at the same time, just expanding upon what you've learned. If we look at our roof details, we have a 3D detail. We also have a 2D detail at much higher scale than what we did previously. All of the title blocks, all of the text, all of the annotation, all of the bubbles, customized. So we're going to do full template customization. We're also going to do area plans. So how to do a custom area plan. In this case, we use a simple example of a finished floor schedule with a running total cost. And this is live. So as soon as anything changes, your cost is changing, your size is changing. So these are things that really are used in industry. They really are providing efficiencies that people are looking for in Revit. What are your clients' expectations? Well, they're simple, but not this simple. This is what they give you. It's a very simple floor plan, but they're thinking, I want my building to look something like this. And they expect us to be able to provide that for them. So that, again, is really a goal of this course, but we need to provide it for them in a detailed way so they know how much it's going to cost, so they know if it's going to be built, how it's going to be built. Okay, a little bit of course prep. If you don't have Revit, then you want to download it. You can download it from autodesk.com, get a trial version, or you can get it from your reseller. Okay, let's talk about the data sets. So what you see done is what you're going to get. So for instance, you start on the chapter 2. So you've got a couple of these complete templates that you can start with. So this is chapter 2, video 1, then you go to video 2, and you could start right from there on begin, and it would be ready to go. You could work on begin, save it, and your complete version of this beginning file should end up looking like my complete version. So every chapter has a beginning and a complete, and you can compare as you use the videos. I'm not going to do anything offline. So you're going to see everything as it's being made, and you're going to be able to follow along with that. Okay, great. Well, grab your favorite beverage and sit back and enjoy and dig into Revit Architecture 2012 Intermediate.